My name is Lance Chambers. I am one of the 360 contributors of the compilation of reflections about Pastor W. Franklyn Richardson. Today I'd like to share with you an excerpt from my personal reflection included in the Reflections from the Pew, a 36-year journey and the people speak about W. Franklyn Richardson. I joined Grace in August of 2008 and received the right hand of fellowship in November of 2008. It was an interesting journey for me, as I had been coming to Grace since 1998. I was adamant that I was not joining another church because of the perceived bad experience that I had had in our last church in Chicago. But Pastor, I have seen you move people, both large and small. Your sermons, energy, and enthusiasm seem to drive to the pit of everyone's heart. Your involvement in every aspect of people's lives is motivating.
Hello, I'm Deacon Timothy Marshall, and I am one of 360 contributors to a wonderful book entitled Reflections from the Pew, a 36-year journey, and the people speak about W. Franklyn Richardson. I came to Grace after being separated from my wife and children and was going through one of the most difficult periods of my life. You have created a loving and supportive extended family that has provided a refuge from the harsh daily realities of life and a church home that is treasured and beloved by thousands. Thank you, Pastor, for all you have done, are doing, and will do. It doth not yet appear what you and we shall be, pastor and people. To God be the glory. In Christian love, your deacon and brother in Christ, Timothy Marshall. You can read all 360 experiences contained in this wonderful book when you pick up your copy of Reflections from the Pew in our fantastic bookstore.
My name is Nancy Shearer. I am one of the 360 who contributed to the compilation of reflections about Pastor W. Franklyn Richardson. Today, I will read an excerpt from my personal reflection included in Reflections from the Pew. At one of the lowest points in my life, after all else had failed, I stumbled into Grace Baptist Church to the sound of Pastor Richardson's song. It's because I sit in the pew and listen to Pastor, I am more of a believer than ever before. I'm able to grasp the meaning of faith and the depths of its works, bestowed upon one who is unwavering. I have forged relationships that have helped to counteract any semblance of breakdown, and breakthrough has become my mantra.
Good morning. My name is McConnell, and I'm one of the 360 contributors to Reflections from the Pew and the People Speak about W. Franklyn Richardson. When I think about what impresses me most about you, Pastor, I think of the Apostle Paul because of your advocacy for spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ. But that's not it. There are times when you appear to be a modern-day Moses trying to lead our people to the promised land, standing up under the weight of the concerns of the congregation. When the clarion call for social justice is sounded and other leaders are silent in their indignation, it is you, our champion, who rushes to the ramparts to defend the rights of the disenfranchised, to speak truth to power. Pastor, that's admirable. But no. Even that's not it. I know I'm impressed with your ability to lead on a multiplicity of fronts. Being the chairman of the Council of National Black Churches, the chairman of the board of the National Action Network, the dean of the board of trustees of Virginia Union, and the senior pastor of Grace Baptist Church all at the same time. I almost did it. That almost did it, Pastor, but still, that's not it. I'm impressed with your programmatic initiatives to rid our community of drugs and gun violence. Even the fact that you are building 2 churches simultaneously in the midst of an economic recession moves me. But it's not what impresses me most about you. When I see you initiate freedom schools for our community to educate our children and build houses for seniors, that too is admirable. Even when you sit with our commander-in-chief, heads of state, and captains of industry by day, by night, you always seem to make time for the common and forgotten man. Which is why Alcoholics and Narcotics Anonymous have always had a meeting place in your church for 37 years. I like that. No, that's not it either. The biggest impact on me has been the fact that of all the things that you do on our behalf and on behalf of God's people and God's kingdom building program, you can learn what impresses me most about my pastor, W. Franklyn Richardson, by picking up your own copy of Reflections from the Pew and the People Speak About W. Franklyn Richardson.